It's to show them how they could do it themselves, like.
Exactly.
Right? So what kind of thing do you tell them? I know something about tax and all them.
Well, first...
Is it like an instruction manual? They can follow it and set up their own organization?
Yeah. First, it makes a very important distinction.
Yeah.
Most everybody wants peace and justice and equity.
Yeah.
However, the most important first step is to develop the instruments that will lead to these objectives. And if students aren't organized, they don't have their full-time professionals, lawyers and scientists and organizers, and they don't participate themselves in it, then it's going to be a lot of talk, a lot of idealism, ups and downs. You'll be more likely to want to vote, particularly at a younger age, if you know what the issues are and if you can push for a real choice between different candidates.
If you register to vote, it doesn't say you have to vote. At least you have it. And then if somebody comes, if there's somebody around that you can believe in, you've got that vote. But if you don't register and it comes and you want to do something, you've missed it.
The basic
what are your
mistake, first of all, in order to see that there is a Tweedledum, Tweedledee distinction between many candidates, you got to involve yourself. And if you
convert your parents
in favor at the Ridge. He's urging the Internal Revenue Service to crack down on Rolls-Royce buyers, and he calls them Rolls-Royce tax cheaters. Nader claims many wealthy Americans buy the expensive cars and take business tax deductions for 2/3 the cost. The automobiles sell for more than $100,000 apiece. Nader claims as many as half of the cars sold in the United States are deducted, and that costs taxpayers a combined $167 million in federal and state taxes. But a St. Louis area dealer says that's hogwash. Charlie Schmidt estimates only about 10% of all Rolls buyers are buying for business, and if they're looking for a depreciation write-off, they're buying the wrong car.
Not something that usually is in the carpet business to be written off, because a Rolls-Royce goes up in value instead of a depreciated vehicle. Our car raises in price every year, and if you bought one, like say in 1970, today the car is worth at least 25% more than what you paid for it. So it's an investment.
Schmidt says only about 700 Rolls-Royces are sold each year in the United States.
It's the squeaky hinge that gets the grease.
But don't you think that throughout human history there always were those 1% who control the 99%? Sure. So when we think about new consciousness and we think about, what will be the future of this world, I just believe we cannot win the war on this level. To vote for your politician or your congressman.
You have to engage in the political. Right. You can sit here and complain, but if you allow the Tea Party to take over, that's your fault.
Right.
It's really about something. It is about something, and you can definitely boil it down to these philosophies, which are wonderful in terms of getting in touch with what motivates people.
Right.
And it's great that people are debating and that they're thinking about things.
Well, the movement is, I always encourage movements. We need movement. We need movement. And that's up.
2 is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe